What's up everyone, Brian Phobos here, and today I'm going to talk about STEEM and why I think it's going to appreciate in value in the next couple weeks and then into the new year. So with STEEM, if you haven't seen, the main way to connect to the STEEM blockchain is steemit.com. Basically it's a blogging platform. Think of Reddit meets Medium, but you actually get paid. So here's some of my payouts. They don't look like much. Payouts have been kind of low, but the thing is, the STEEM-backed dollar, which half of our earnings come in the STEEM-backed dollar, which is supposed to be pegged to $1 US, has been going for 12 times that much on BitShares right now. It's kind of a mystery as to why it shot up. Part of it had to do with the Tether hack. We'll all have our theories about what happened with it, but this is ultimately going to drive demand. So if we look at the STEEM-backed dollar here on BitShares, saying 1091 right now. But let's look at the chart. It's supposed to be pegged to the US dollar. Here all along it was primarily pegged to the US dollar. Then boom, we got this burst when Tether got hacked for 30 million. I think a lot of people gravitated to this. And then for some reason, someone or people keep buying it, or bots keep buying it. And we think what happened is that bots, they don't know the fundamentals, that this is supposed to be pegged to the US dollar, and that the people on Steemit and the other ways to connect to the STEEM blockchain, that they're going to get paid out in STEEM-backed dollars, and then they're going to go and put all kinds of sell pressure on this. We think that once the bots maybe recognize this breakout, it started buying it up, kind of recognizing that it was going parabolic and that it was having this breakout. So we don't know how long this is going to continue, but everybody who understands what's going on Steemit is going to come over here, and we're selling our STEEM-backed dollars. And a lot of people are converting that to STEEM, whether on the internal market or out on BitShares. So if you see here, this is the internal market where you can trade your STEEM-backed dollars for STEEM or vice versa. And then you can take that and gain more influence in the system and power that up. Now, here's what I mean by that. If you're not familiar with this, if we go to the wallet, I have this STEEM power locked up in the system. And if I want to take this out, then I'll do a power down cycle where I can get 1/13 of my payout each week. So it'll take 3 months to do the power down, but each week I'll get a distribution and it'll go into liquid STEEM here, and then I can sell that liquid STEEM for something else. Or I can keep it as liquid STEEM sitting there in case, let's say, the price of STEEM shoots up and I want to sell some of it, and then maybe buy it back in later, whatever I want to do with it. But anyway, account value right now, is 2,122. I've never put any money into STEEM from like fiat money. I have always just, blogged and earned money and, powered some of that STEEM up. But I've never taken money from the outside and put it in there. Now, I'm not saying it would be a bad idea to do that because, if you're going to be blogging already, you can gain a ton more influence by doing so. So you see that, and then we can see someone with more power. Sweet SSSJ. She's from China, and obviously her payouts are a lot higher. And if you notice in her wallet, her account is worth 185,000. Plus, she's been delegated all this power, 691,000 of STEEM power has been delegated to her. So when she upvotes herself, it probably at least gives her $80 to $100 just upvoting herself. And then she has a large following, 17,000 followers, and you see that the engagement is high, a lot of upvotes, a lot of comments. I mean, she just did this an hour ago and she has 61 comments. So she does mainly travel blogs, and that's kind of her niche. So you can see why having power is going to get you more influence. And if, let's say, you go to the trending page here, then here's her latest post that was an hour ago. So it's in the upper fold, and so more people that, let's say, get on Steemit and then they see it and then they check out her post, it just has a lot more visibility. So you can understand the reason for having more STEEM power. Now, as far as the STEEM dollar is concerned, a lot of people, since they're getting so much more in the payout, they're using this as an opportunity to then buy STEEM, which is creating buy pressure on STEEM, so that they can go ahead and they can, they can power up and gain more visibility and move forward, because success builds upon itself, really in live, but on here as well. So that's the first reason. The STEEM dollar situation, where it should be pegged to the US dollar, to $1 US, but then it has shot up for some unknown reason. Everybody has their theory on why this has happened. I mean, this crypto market is insane, so there's all kinds of strange things going on, and this is one of them. But this opportunity is being used for people to power up. So that's the first situation, that there's going to be buy pressure on STEEM. The second one, which I don't really go off of this that much, but this is a technical pattern here with this bull here, and then you got this handle. And then oftentimes the technicians will say, well, at that point, then you're going to see this increase, and let's just pretend, let's say, it goes up to 250 or something like that. I mean, it's very reasonable that it would break out to that. But I look at it as more of a fundamental thing, that it's the people selling the STEEM-backed dollar and buying STEEM to gain more influence, and that's why the price is going up. Not that it created this. This is sort of a result of all this other stuff happening in my mind. But anyway, take that as it is if you want to believe in the chart technicians' analysis. Okay, so Smart Media Tokens. This is going to be coming out in the new year, and Smart Media Tokens is basically going to allow ICOs to be performed on the STEEM blockchain. So imagine a website that wants to monetize itself like Steem it. Let's pretend like Minds.com. I post some of my stuff here just to kind of like put it out there, see if I gain any kind of visibility out here. But let's say instead of having this thumbs up here, they have a thumbs up, and that when you do it, that it would pay the person who created this post. They could do that with the STEEM Smart Media Token. They could make a token called Minds, and then it would ride on the STEEM blockchain, and it would be an additional way that people could get paid on here, which I think would be a great idea for Minds, and it would be a great idea for a lot of different websites. So that's the second reason, is that it is going to drive demand. When you look at a coin, it's like, what is going to drive demand for someone to purchase the coin? Well, with STEEM, there's actually 4 or 5 main reasons. For one, it has 3-second block times. So transactions are super fast. Not all this waiting around like you get with these other coins. It's pretty much instantaneous. Also, basically the platform is able to have these smart contracts and is going to be rolling out these Smart Media Tokens, which if people want to engage and do a Smart Media Token, they're going to have to, let's say the people who are going to buy into the Smart Media Token are going to have to buy STEEM to buy into it. Just like with the ICOs that are ERC20 tokens, they have to buy Ethereum to buy into the ICO. So it drove demand for Ethereum. And in the same way, STEEM is going to be able to drive money to that. And this is a lot better use case than a lot of these ERC20 tokens. It's like they just have an idea and they're saying, well, we're going to do this. And then it's like, well, how does the token really benefit the person? You're looking for capital appreciation. But imagine if you bought into a Smart Media Token and on some kind of a platform, let's say, for instance, like Minds, suddenly you were able to gain additional influence. You're also going to be able to do these on subreddits. And then here is one of the use cases. Jerry Banfield was pointing this out, that this vice.org or whatever was basically going to have this Smart Media Token, on the STEEM blockchain, and that there would be porn sites basically that people could get paid to be watching porn or upvote the content creators or whatever. So I don't know exactly what they're going to do with that, but there's all types of use cases that they would be able to do that. Now, after all these STEEM Smart Media Tokens are out there, there's going to be a market like this but it's going to have like all these different tokens. So that way somebody who holds some token that was maybe, let's say, on mines.com and they got paid in that, they would then be able to go to this market and then trade it back for Steem. And then if they wanted to sell it, you know, on Bittrex or something like that, they would be able to. So this ecosystem is going to get a lot more advanced, and it already is super advanced. Okay, let's look at Blocktivity. Let's refresh this here. So typically BitShares and STEEM, which are both graphene blockchains, usually blow everything else out of the water as far as transactions. Now today, evidently Ethereum has more activity on their chain, but look at this here, guys. Of course, this whole thing is pegged to the max. That network cannot handle anymore. It's 100% blockchain capacity, 14,000 unconfirmed transactions. How pathetic. And you see the needle over here for Steem. It's not even, it hasn't even flinched. Bitcoin, completely terrible, completely pegged. I mean, look at the, you know, we've seen the situation with the whole, you know, cost per transaction here. Look at this, just getting the, you can't even move Bitcoin at this point. Every block is filled up. I had to pay $16 to move some Bitcoin today. It's terrible. You can't even use it. So, but we're still invested in it, and it just keeps going up because people get on Coinbase, they're going to buy Bitcoin first, and then maybe some Ethereum, some Litecoin. But that's part of the reason why there was so much demand for Litecoin, I feel like, in the last few days, is because both Bitcoin and Ethereum are completely maxed out. They need to scale. They needed to scale a long time ago, and both of them are not doing it. So we'll see what happens, I guess, in the future. But anyway, Steem is up here trucking along, not even moving the needle. BitShares moving along, not even moving the needle. Litecoin doing okay, moving the needle a little bit. So that's a little bit look at that. So there's plenty of potential to grow and have way more transactions on the network for Steem and for BitShares as well. So that's one reason. It just blows pretty much everything else out of the water performance-wise that's out there now. And then you're going to have the third iteration of this lineage, the BitShares, Steem, and then you're going to have EOS, which are all created and designed by Dan Larimer. So we see big things for that in the future as well. So there's so many different platforms who have built on Steem. So let's take a look at this. And a lot of you guys might not know this, but DTube, this is a decentralized YouTube that you can upload your videos on, and it's on top of the Steem blockchain. And you know, this person earned $72 for their video. This person earned $133, but basically you have to have a Steem account, an account on the Steem blockchain, and then you can connect in with this. Same thing with Steepshot. This is an Instagram clone. So imagine being on Instagram and being able to upvote a photo or other people upvoting it, and then you earn money off of it. It's pretty awesome. So here's the web version or whatever, but they have it for, you know, Android and iOS. But I mean, look, you know, somebody posted a picture of some frost and earned 32 bucks. So congratulations. Pretty awesome. Let's see here. What else was I going to show you? So busy.org is another way that connects to the Steem blockchain. This is supposed to look a little bit more like Facebook, but you got your post here and you have your like button. So all these ways connect to the Steem blockchain. Here's another way to interpret the data on the Steem blockchain. This is everything that's kind of going on, that all my upvotes, you know, all this, more information over here, what my voting power is, all this kind of stuff. All this stuff interprets all these different ways to connect to it. As well, there's a lot of development that can happen. There's all these different tools for the Steem blockchain. I mean, this is a real world use case, you know, that's going on here with this. I mean, nobody can tell me that this isn't worth anything. That, oh, well, why would you want, free decentralized, freedom of speech? You don't have to pay to be on the STEEM blockchain, so there's a lot of advantages. I mean, this person says $200 on my first post. I invited my whole channel to join Steem It. A lot of YouTubers are coming over. Makes a lot of sense. They should be posting on YouTube and on Steem It. So, it's a great thing there. A lot of visibility will be created. And ultimately, to kind of sum it up, I mean, really, I just feel like there's this weird situation with the STEEM-backed dollars. There's a ton of utility in the STEEM blockchain. And whether people realize that or not, completely, I mean, we've got so many like Ethereum fanboys. And guys, don't think I'm talking smack about Ethereum. I'm just talking the truth. I'm invested in Ethereum. I mean, the thing is, people get on Coinbase and then all this stuff is, oh, Ethereum's going to save the whales and Ethereum's going to cure world hunger and it's going to cure cancer and we're going to solve everything. Ethereum has been purported to be able to do everything, but do you see any kind of social network that's built as a decentralized app on Ethereum? No, because it can't. CryptoKitties has just a little simple application like CryptoKitties has taken it down. I mean, that's just this. Ethereum's been billed as being a world computer. I'm just not impressed if that's, what the goal is. But ultimately, will the price keep going up? Yeah, because they've driven demand from people buying these ERC20 tokens for these ICOs, 95% of which are scams, but it has driven demand for it. And then they were able to effectively get on Coinbase and all that. And so it's got a ton of visibility. So I think that Steem can kind of pick up a lot on that not only do people want to power up to gain more visibility on Steem It, on Busy, on DTube, on those, but also these other communities that might want to build, like what this Vice is doing, they're going to have the thing to where people can get paid to engage and watch, and content creators can get paid. So there's going to be all types of interesting things happening with the Steem blockchain kind of going forward. But in the near term, I think this is your biggest reason of why this is going to pull along Steem. And again, don't get mixed up. STEEM Dollars is different than Steem, guys. Steem's ranked 34th. STEEM Dollars was just supposed to really be a utility for people to have a $1 peg. That's what that was for. But anyway, I see bright things in the future, guys. Right now, I'm going to continue to blog and get my earnings and stuff like that. And I always try to maintain a position on the Steem blockchain because it has amazing potential. But anyway, hopefully that helped you guys. Let me know if you have any questions below. And also, follow me on all social media at Brian Phobos. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and everywhere else at Brian Phobos. You guys have a great night. See ya.